Know before you sew. One professional body piercer's journey to closing her stretched, previously gauged earlobes. Repair gone wrong. My name is Angel. I am a registered DEH Safe Body Art practitioner, and I've been professionally piercing and creating hypoallergenic jewelry for sensitive jewelry wearers here in the California Bay Area since 1987. My experience and knowledgeable suggestions have led many to find the right solution to end their troubles with sensitive and problematic piercings. Many individuals with known metal sensitivities are often able to successfully wear jewelry once again. Along with a global reputation for quality, excellence, and service, I am honored to be known and trusted by parents, medical practitioners, and celebrities for safe, efficient, baby and general all ages ear piercing services, reopenings, and installations. I first became intrigued by ear piercing before the age of 8. I remember walking in the mall and seeing a very artistic photo made up of half-tone dots on formica that was a part of an ear piercing kiosk structure, the first of its kind. The picture had multiple ear and cartilage piercings lining the outer edge of the entire ear. I knew at that time that was exactly how I wanted my ear to look, though it would not come until a few years later. After fulfilling my piercing project dream of having my entire ear pierced, I discovered tribal piercings at a very young age, and through a unique tribal body art and jewelry book that a friend picked up for me at a used bookstore, not only had I become intrigued with body art, I became very curious about the Maasai tribal life and piercing culture, which led me on a path for years, very deep and heavily involved with the tribe, located in Arusha, Tanzania. After my first adventure to Africa, the next one I would be joining the tribe with my own stretched earlobes. I was always led hand in hand around the market like a prize. It was really an honor and felt amazing to be embraced by such a culture. I was even gifted with some very original 5/8 of an inch solid gold eyelets. So, why did I take them out? For one, the piercings were below average in placement or height, or low to begin with, so there wasn't much lobe support. I knew what was in store from witnessing visions of old African aunties and uncles with their ripped earlobes that resembled curly fries. I knew I didn't want that, and besides, earlobe deodorant hadn't been developed yet. It didn't matter how much I cleaned my ears or the jewelry daily in the shower. It simply wasn't enough. Any moisture left behind the skin that connected or contacted with the eyelet would slough off and become a weapon of funk. It was like I had cans of Parmesan cheese hanging from my ears. So I removed my golden eyelets and my ears shrunk down approximately to pencil size, more in the form of a slit, similar to that of a grandma who in those days had worn heavy earrings during the 70s, and her lobes had suffered with tearing or elongated ear piercings. As service searches are most popular on the internet, as well as social media, I began to see piercers offering reconstructive services. Unable to find an expert locally, I decided to take the medical route, picking a plastic surgeon that offers the service through my health insurance, though the service is fee-based. I scheduled my consultation, and without much research, I just figured this is what they do. During my consultation, the dermatologist looked at my ears and was very confident that they could be fixed. They seemed so nonchalant and confident about the procedure, I figured this is what they must do all the time and how easy it would be. I made the appointment and had my ears sewn. Unfortunately, it was just that. They were sewn. They weren't reconstructed whatsoever. I was feeling guilty for not researching further. I figured that the professional knew exactly how my ears should look. During the healing, I followed the directions, but there became pockets where I believe the stitching was missed, probably because the lack of visibility may be due to bleeding. So I had 2 separate issues on 2 ears, which equals 4 issues. I had non-fused pockets or blank spaces, and I had elongated ears that looked like an elderly woman that had her ears stretched or torn from many years of heavy earring use. Reconstructing the reconstruction. My dermatologist, plastic surgeon, tried to get out of fixing the pair due to time constraints on their schedule. I pushed and said I'll wait, and let's do them both now. I already had to wait several months before returning for this visit, so I was eagerly waiting to have these fixed. I additionally had to pull up an Instagram and show her how a non-medical yet professional piercer's modifications projects were not only beautiful, but successful at reconstructing the earlobes that had been previously stretched, torn, or blown out. So I found a picture of a fixed ear and said, "That's how I want my ear to look." She agreed that she had never thought of having somebody choose what their ear should look like, and she thought that the long earlobe was attractive, and it's similar to Buddha. I was not going for Buddha ears. Sorry, no offense. After the surgery, one ear looked fairly decent, but the other ear was bent, strained, and disfigured. She knew right away. I wanted to fix it right away, but she said I should come back. I would never come back. Having an award-winning master quilter amongst my dedicated clientele, we both agreed and came to the conclusion that the ear was sewn, so to speak, against the grain, at the wrong side. I laid facing away from her, and she sewed from behind me. She was angled over and above me. Her stitching did not follow the contour of my ear, causing that ear to buckle. And that's that. I now have a buckled ear. About a year now behind schedule, a year behind the dream of having my earlobes repaired and re-pierced. Find out who's going to do your earlobe repair, how many they've done, and get a description of the ear shape desired, and make certain that the ear shape is in its capabilities with your situation. Stitching an earlobe is one thing, and reconstructing is completely different. Know before you sew.